Generational stinker and hooks. Fucking hell. I probably deserve that for being like damn near 15 minutes than when I initially set the stream up. But yeah, lateness is greatness. My bad, guys. It is what it is. Let's rewind and start that shit again now. Right. We are smoking the what phase is Oliver Glasner in pack. We are smoking Tina Turner as a trophy pack. The King of Zamunda. She's your queen to be. And all of that shit, yeah? He has a trophy. It was actually on the pitch, bro. What's going on? Eze, what a fucking baller. What a fucking baller, bro. Meanwhile, Arsenal, 0. But I know there'll be top gooners out there be like, stay humble to Manchester City. Bro, trust me. They'll be back again very soon. It might not be next season, but probably the season after when Pep leaves or he gets potted, either way, because of what I saw, and I caught most of the game, I almost forgot the FA Cup final was on. How times have changed, bro. How times have fucking changed, right? That, the FA Cup has clearly lost its shine, but we got a great one today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all the other unicorns out there who will probably end up watching this at some point. The FA Cup is still alive. Barely, but at least we get a different winner. So you're probably wondering, why have I started on the FA Cup final? Why? Why? I'll tell you why. Because it's the last fucking trophy that we've won. Super Duper Mick is still here because of that same trophy that Palace won today. Don't tell me that trophy doesn't mean shit, or trophies in general don't mean shit. If it's played under professional rules, not the Community Shield, it fucking counts. You know what I'm saying? It fucking counts. Right? How long has Glasner been there? What, a year or so? I mean, Arnie Slot's only been at Liverpool for one season, not even a full year. What do they both have in common? They all have a fucking trophy. Armpits in the air. And then some. Right? Meanwhile, we're playing Newcastle tomorrow at home, and they'll probably beat us. Why? Because this manager is flogging these players to death. And I'm going to be honest. I didn't deliberately try and be late and all that shit. But at the same time, right, there's not really much that either of us can discuss about the preview. Because we know who's going to start for the most part. And we know what we're going to do. We might move the ball a little bit quicker, but it's going to be Shithouser at its finest. But Newcastle are better than that. They got a better midfield. Oh, but we got Thomas Partey. Declan Rice, dead ball specialist. Get the fuck out of here, people. Come on now. Like. Oh, and by the way, I almost forgot. Jean-Philippe Mateta 1. Arteta 0 points in terms of trophies this season and last season and the season before that and the season before that. Clearly, it doesn't take time because even this wet wipe scumbag fraudulent manager, Jim Jones, Captain Blackass looking motherfucker, won the FA Cup in about, 9 months? Give or take. Granted, it was COVID season. The COVID FA Cup, the one and only at this moment in time. But right there and then, that should have showed all you motherfuckers, all you Arteta inners, all you Arteta lovers, lovies, that this takes time is a bunch of bullshit. Never mind the XG, never mind the ribs, bibs, pibs, and dibs and that. No. This FA Cup has kept this manager in a job. I would have loved us to go into this game talking about, what team, how's the team going to play today after already winning the league? But no. Super duper Mick, Lego Head has other ideas. Clearly has other ideas. It doesn't baffle me. Definitely doesn't surprise me that we are where we are for a reason, right? Well, I finished this no more excuses fucking pack. I think we'll lose, like I briefly mentioned earlier. Newcastle have already won a trophy. They already had a better season, have had a better season than us by winning the League Cup. They're already in Europe. Europe is guaranteed for them, even though I don't believe in guarantees. But they're there. They're in Europe. But they can actually be in the Champions League. Let me just double check the table, the Premier League table, as it stands right here, right now, because I know Chelsea beat United. And what I will do right here, right now, I'll share this screen while my stream is still intact. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you see that, guys? You see that, right? So obviously Liverpool won it. They won it officially against Tottenham at home. 83 points at the moment. They won't get 90 points, but who cares? They've won it at a fucking canter. You see Newcastle right here, right there. 66 points. 10 losses, 6 draws, 20 wins. They have 2 more wins than us. And the only reason why we're above them is because we've got a hell of a lot of draws. Hella draws. Maybe Arteta needs to start smoking some high-grade shit. Might actually knock some sense into his ass. Pause. You see Chelsea on the same points. Less draws than us. 3 more draws than Newcastle. 1 less loss compared to Newcastle. Right? Newcastle scored 2 more goals. They've conceded 12 more. Chelsea have scored 3 less than us. They conceded 2 less than Newcastle, 10 more than us. You got Aston Villa on the same amount of points, but they played 1 more game. Chelsea played 1 more game. They beat Man United. Man City is 6th at the moment. I think they'll do enough to get Champions League, even after today. I think they'll just sneak in. And then you got Forest on 62. Because it looks like they won't make Champions League. But at the same time, it's either Europa League or Conference League. I think they'll be in Europa in the end. But apparently, from what I hear, from what Guns was saying earlier in his stream, big up, along with Aaron, I'll be putting the link out very shortly, earlier than before. Because, I don't want to leave it too late, number 1. And number 2, I want to hear your guys' opinions. Anyone who wants to jump on my stream, you know the deal, guys, already. And this sorry state of affairs. I mean, I can't wait for this season to be over. I really fucking can't. Our last, not our last home game. Our last game period is away at Southampton, who were relegated from Halloween, pretty much. Maybe not officially, but yeah, all three promoted teams down. Tottenham will finish 17th and then the Europa League final. Man United 16th in the Europa League final as well, 39 and 38. One of them's going to have a better season than us. Because league finish doesn't mean shit. Because if you're not relegated, and even then, with Palace winning today, do you remember when Wigan beat Man City? Man fucking City. Of all teams in a final. I remember, I watched that game from start to finish. I didn't with this, but granted. 1-0 as well. Ben Watson, I believe. Wigan are in, I think they're either in the Championship or League One. But either way, since they've been relegated, they've not come back to the Premier League. But they got an FA Cup from 12 years ago. Oh, but if you ask them, they would rather be in the Premier League with no FA Cup. Really? Really? English football's in the fucking gutter. There you go. There's the link. Anyone wants to join, be my guest, camera, mic, and yeah, all that good shit. But enough of this. Right. That actually went better than I expected. Hopefully the stream should lag a lot less, but it is what it is. I'll probably do like about an hour or so, give or take. And yeah, we'll take it from there, and then I'll tell you guys what I've got coming up with future streams. There will be a match reaction tomorrow. I'm just debating whether I'm going to do a pre-record, first take and all that shit, as I usually do, or I'll do like anywhere between half an hour to an hour live stream. I might do that. And then I'll schedule it after this stream. Yeah, no, fuck it. I'm going to do that. I'll schedule it for the same time, but I won't be anywhere near as late. And I promise you that. I will promise you that. Because I need to sort my timings out and shit, I'm not going to lie. But we move. I'd rather have my timings than Lego Head's fucking career. Let me just put that out there. Because, yeah, this guy is beyond a fucking joke. Absolutely beyond a fucking joke. But anyway, damn near 20 minutes in. AFC always big up each and every single time. Here from Day. Palace just matched Arteta's 800 mil, 5-phase plan, same trophies, no dog. But apparently, I'm toxic and negative. We move. This fan base has no shame, laughing at City for a trophyless season, meanwhile sucking off Arteta for not winning one for over 5 years. Yeah, the same trophy, by the way, that has kept him in a fucking job. You absolute wet wipes. That's why he's a scumbag. He's a narcissistic little prick. Always has been, always will be. Remember what Rambo said about him? I'm paraphrasing here, but he's like, yeah, I don't really like Arteta. He's, yeah, I'm not feeling it. Pause. You know what I'm saying? And he's not the only one. There are plenty of other like ex-pros and all of that. And the reason why he was even in management is because he was Arsene Wenger's pet. He was his pet dog, bro. Pet bitch. Best believe that. A panic buy, 12 million euros, aka about 10 million quid, ended up being club captain, ended up managing our once great fucking football club, won the FA Cup within 12 months. Cool. We finished 8th. I didn't give a shit. Still don't. To this day. To this day. Right? And that FA Cup has kept him in a fucking job to this day. Oh, Jesus Christ. I just want this cunt out the door. I'm not going to lie, bro. I'm not going to fucking lie. Most players released under Arteta go on to win trophies. Yeah, released, sold, loaned out, whatever. But apparently, Super Duper Mick, he knows best. Yeah, I bet he fucking does. What a fucking pussy, old bro. Anyway, trophies are history, not league replacement. Trophies build legacies. Yeah, I get what you mean. I get exactly what you mean. League finish don't mean shit. It's about trophies. Even if you get relegated, right? And I don't believe, even with this manager right now, as shit as we are, unless he's completely run the squad down, which is getting close to that point, right? Injection FC and all of that. Lethal injection at this point. Now, it's easy to say, well, basically, you would take a Wigan, scenario right here, right now. I wouldn't personally, only because of the size of the club, number one. Number two, I don't believe the players are that bad. You know what I'm saying? We've been down there before, 15th, when Tommy Tukes was available. Then he went to Chelsea, and you know exactly what happened there. Second, Champions League. And they win the Conference League, they complete the European set because they've won the Super Cup and they've won the Club World Cup. Say something. Say something. It's a disgrace. Each and every single fucking time, right? These bullshitters, these fucking clout chasers, right? They never, ever, ever, ever fucking learn. They never learn. They fail to understand. And if they do understand, that's even worse because they should know better. They know they're chatting shit. It's beyond delusion. It's beyond denial. You're just chatting shit for traction to try and be in the good graces of the football club. Are you on TalkSport? Are you in the Sky Studios on Sky Sports News and all of that? No. Then why the fuck are you doing it? And I'll include the overlap and all of that shit there as well. I remember a certain Saeed was on there once. Funny how we haven't seen him on there again. I wonder fucking why. I wonder why. But either way, it is what it is. Apparently, they only have the real fans on TV. Mainstream media, by the way. It's not all it's cracked up to be. Take it with a pinch of salt. Just see it for what it is. Now, I'm not against building your careers, wanting better in life, want a better house, want a nicer car and all of that, more money. Cool. But don't act like you care when you fucking don't, number one. Number two, don't act like and think you're the fucking oracle of the football club. We had that fucking donut. I don't care if he was born in 97. You know what I mean? When Jamie Carragher quizzed him on Arsenal history, there was like a couple of questions that were difficult. But other than that, all the others weren't. If you're a real Arsenal fan, you get basically pretty much all of them, bar one, maybe two wrong. He didn't know that Patrick Vieira was signed from AC Milan when he was a youngster. I believe he was 20 at the time, 1920. Not the year 1920, but I know. But still, Tony Adams scored the last goal on the final day of the season, 98, double winning season, that is. The answer, he said, he put out to a worldwide audience, fucking Spurs. No, it was Everton, cunt. Oh, but I was born in 97. I wasn't around. I wasn't watching football until 2000, pretty much 2001. How do I know 90s football? Because I do my research. I go into the archives. I do my fucking homework. I bet you know about World War II and World War One. You probably know more about that than I do. And even then, that's a slippery slope, because from what historians tell you, from what the media tell you, and being able to think for yourself, aka critical thinking, that's what we do on this platform. Best believe that, right? You'll find the truth somewhere. And again, take it with a little itty bitty pinch of salt, and you'll find the answer you're looking for. But wet wipes like that, nah, no chance. No chance. Glasgow officially as successful as Arteta in England. Yes, he is. And you know what? I'm so fucking glad Palace won. Not just because I know a number of people that are Palace fans. Not too far from where I live, to be honest, as well. But at the same time, do you remember when they were in a FA Cup final, 2016? Alan Pardew, they were 1-0 up. I can't remember who scored the goal. My bad. But I know the final score was 2-1, and I think Rooney scored the winner, because I know he definitely scored. But yeah, you remember Alan Pardew getting jiggy with it, na 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 na, and all of that. Generational stinker and fucking hooked. And that was the reason why, among other things, that Harry Redknapp, still to this day, and now Eddie Howe, they're the only English managers to win the domestic cup. And more so the FA Cup in this case. Harry Redknapp was the last English manager to win the FA Cup, I believe. Eddie Howe broke that last English manager to win the league or the FA Cup or the FA Cup. That was done this year. So from 08 to 2025, that's what, 17 fucking years? Our coaches need a head wobble, bro. It's mad. It's mad in here. For damn sure. For damn sure. Man United and Tottenham, lowest league position of any two teams in the European final. Yeah. I mean, spot on, mate. Spot on. But this is what we have to deal with, guys. This is exactly what we have to deal with. Right here, right now, Fuckboy Slim settings, one of them is winning. One of them is winning on Wednesday night. And none of us, other than maybe Jake in the chat, I'll get to your comments in a second. Yeah. I'm going to want Man United to win. We'll want Man United to win. Liverpool will want Tottenham to win. Man City will want Tottenham to win. Chelsea will want Man United to win. It's crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? Newcastle, they're not bothered. They'll probably say Tottenham just to piss off Arsenal fans. And look, I hear it. I'm here for the smoke. We don't hide. We don't rage quit like a gal. And even though, like, it's him against 6-7 other panelists on Dan Potts' channel, big up to him. Big up to Matty, Southern Gooner, each and every single time. Real G, Aaron, DJB, Jez. Have I missed anyone? Shane. And there's so many. Obviously, my boy Rashid, big up. Big up your damn self each and every single time. You know what I'm saying? So it's, yeah. This is what we're doing right now. We are clutching at straws. I don't care if Man City end up finishing 6th, bro. They failed, we failed. And Pep is coming to the end. Arteta never had it in the first fucking place. That's the bottom line. Yeah, big up, Jake. Toon Army. We're coming for that second place. Yep. Yes, you are. And I'm not going to lie, I want to see that. Because we finished 3rd. What's the excuse going to be, buddy? But we got to the Champions League semi-final. And you know what pisses me off more, right? There are fans that are older than me. Technically, Agal is older than me, but there are others, not just the delusional ones. Like, he's something else, like similar to Ty and that. They're a different breed of football fan, an Arsenal fan in particular. But there are other fans that are older, who are old as DJB, who are as old as Norms and Jez, similar ages, respectfully, of course, and Kenny Ken, OGs in the game, elders, football heritage, Arsenal elders in this case. They don't get the respect that they deserve fully. So I will give them that respect because they deserve that respect. They're putting in the work, they're grinding, and clearly they're doing better than I'm doing at the moment. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I'll find a way with my team, but their team, next level, bro. Especially with Jez, the Godfather, been spitting facts from day. You know what I'm saying? Like, Arteta has to get second now. Because with the semi-final or not, the semi-final papers over the cracks. Most of these fans that are older than me, especially, because I'm 30, they should know fucking better. They've seen us win a Cup Winners' Cup. They probably remember the tales of their fathers and grandfathers talking about that 1970 Interfairs Cup, which was the equivalent of the UEFA Cup, now the Europa League, back in the day. So we won the UEFA Cup before the UEFA Cup actually came into existence. Let that sink in. And so did Newcastle a year before they won that the year before we won it in 1969. Let that sink in, right? Our European record is a disgrace. I think we're above Newcastle, maybe by one. If not, we're level. Because I have a feeling, I think they've won 2, but they've definitely won 1. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's very similar here or there. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. I'm sure someone will. I'm here for it, you know, because we like to educate. We like to spread the knowledge around. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we're not circle jerking each other. None of that bullshit. This ain't an echo chamber either. You know, we say it and see it for how it is. None of this delulu fucking bullshit that you get on certain other channels. OXG, O assists, pre-assists, aka pre-cum assists. Ribs, bibs, dibs, and pibs and that. Right? Oh, yeah, don't forget expected threat. My Lord. Lot of mercy. It's looking peak right now. Very peak. But yeah, like I said, man, like, if we finish third, that semi-final of the Champions League, when the older heads have seen better, and if more of the younger fans, I don't blame them really and truly, but we, fans like me and everyone else, and that's why we're doing this shit, we need to educate you. We need to educate you fans, because the club ain't doing it. They only care about you going into the armory, going on the online fucking shop, typing in your details and spending the money. The only Arsenal shit I get is from gifts, family and friends, right? Mainly family, right? Pretty much only family. And that's absolutely fine. But I'm not paying a single penny into this football club, right? When it comes to merch in particular, in this specific case, until, right, we start winning a major honour. Win me a trophy. And to be honest, Arteta is so fucking narcissistic. He's so arrogant. He's so cocky. He's so disrespectful. Genuinely disrespectful. Not like some of these bitches going about, oh, that banner that Liverpool done. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. They're so disrespectful. Where? Fucking where? Crybaby cunts. Like what are we doing it? What are we doing it? We finished third. I'll cheer that shit. Oh, well, maybe not cheer. I'll celebrate that shit. You'll see a massive smile on my face. Be like, told you so. All of this league position doesn't mean shit. Are you going to say we've regressed? No, of course not. You're going to save face. You're going to say it's Berta's fault. You're going to say it's the board's fault. You say it's the board's fault, but you don't say it's Josh Kroenke's fault. Because he's part of that, along with Edu, probably Garlic, definitely Vinay. Giving Arteta that 50 mil a year contract. This is where we're at, people. This is exactly where we're at. Yeah, we hate Man United. Yeah. Of course, yeah. My bad. Here. Accountability is the best ability, guys. I hold my hands up. And I have a soft spot for Newcastle. Pause. Yeah? Newcastle, going to give you a little lowdown, was the first football shirt I ever got because my granddad, who I believe, well, I haven't seen him in years. I don't know if he's alive or not. If he is, fair fucking play. If not, rest in paradise, bro. Rest in paradise, granddad. Yeah. He got me that Newcastle Brown L shirt. One of the best football shirts in football history. That is football heritage. How that team didn't win at least one Premier League, like Blackburn, is beyond me. But it is what it is. And we're turning into Newcastle. Never mind Tottenham, bro, or how Newcastle used to be, because they're on the up and up and up. They started winning this season. You think they're going to stop? Nah, I don't think so. Oh, sorry, AFC. My bad, bro. Yeah, you ask any Palace fan tonight about if they care about winning, league position in the table. Only Top Gooners fans care about finishing second over trophies. Absolutely fucking spot on. That's why I want us to finish third. Because what's the difference between finishing second, third, fourth, and now fifth? There is no fucking difference. Unless you win a trophy, because it goes into the record books and that, for real. Yeah? But ultimately, it doesn't make no fucking difference. That position or those positions alone mean nada, bro. Nothing. Right? Absolutely nothing. And the fact that 5 teams can get into the Champions League from the Premier League is a disgrace in of itself. Now, the Champions League format / European Cup. So very early days of Champions League, like 92 to I think probably about like 96, 97. I think it was up to 96. I think 96 was the last where it was like the winners only qualify for the Champions League and that. We need to get back to that shit. I'm cool with the league phase format, but there's way too many teams. Way too many teams. To the point where it's random and you only play a set number of teams once. There's no away leg until you get to the knockout phases, which is the only part that I don't like. But with less teams, you can make that possible. Split the group into half. Let's say if it was like 12 or like 16 it was before that. Even 24 at most. Right? You know, the FA Cup, winning the FA Cup, and then you go into the Europa League and then the League Cup going into the Conference League. Would I keep that? Maybe. I think with the FA Cup, because of how prestigious it is, I think you should automatically go into the Champions League if you win the FA Cup. To be perfectly honest, because with Europa League, it's like you already have that league. It was fifth, but now 6th, 7th, and then 8th is Conference League, right? But then if you win the League Cup and you then instead of going into the Conference League, you go into the Europa League. I think that's better. I think that would be better. And reduce the number. So if you win the league and you win the FA Cup, you win the double, and then second place gets you into the Champions League just by default. I would do it that way. There are too many teams in the Champions League. I'd rather there be the same amount of teams in the Europa League and Conference League. But in the Champions League, it should be the winners. Bring back the Cup Winners' Cup. # bring back the Cup Winners' Cup. Because it's either of them two, isn't it? Yeah? I'm not saying get rid of the Europa League. I'm not saying get rid of the Conference League. But if they do get rid of the Conference League, bring back the Cup Winners' Cup and make the Cup Winners' Cup second tier like it was before. Because back in the day, in the 90s and that, the Cup Winners' Cup was valued higher than the UEFA Cup. The UEFA Cup was third tier, like the Conference League is now. And that's a fact. This ain't an opinion, that's a fact. We could have won that Cup Winners' Cup back-to-back, but then Seaman got lobbed. I can't remember the Real Zaragoza's player's name, but that's who we were playing against. Lobbed from basically halfway and shit. A sign of things to come. Basically, England against Brazil in the 0-2 quarterfinal. I remember watching that game in primary school in the morning. That was peak, but that was a generational Brazilian team. And the real Ronaldo Fenomeno, as you guys know him as, or R9, right? He only just come back from a career-ending, very nearly, probably should have been, knee injury. His kneecap, patella, snapped in half. It was horrible, man. Horrible. Yeah. We're at Man United, Jake, saying, yeah. Gone through that now. Basically covered it, is what I'm saying. Exactly. Top Gooners don't know the history of the football club, but they will know more about World War I and II, plus the Battle of Hastings. Yeah, of course, the Battle of Hastings, the Spanish Armada, not Groove Armada. Do you know what I'm saying? I see you, baby. Shaking that ass and all that shit. Pause. You know how we do, people. Loving it like this. Vibes. Beats and rhymes and vibes. That's what we're on, people, because we are trophyless this season. Just like Man City, Chelsea could very much end up this season with a trophy, European trophy at that, another one. And then if Spurs don't win it, well, it is the history of the Tottenham and all that shit. Igal will still say Palace haven't had a better season than us because they have no Champions League football. Yeah, there you go. But Palace are playing in Europe, and rightly so. But if it was Arsene Wenger's decision, he would get rid of that shit completely. Again, lowering the standards. That's one thing since he left Arsenal that hasn't changed. Trying to lower world football standards. Being the economist and all of that. Bollocks. Yeah. Who would replace Arteta? Oh, yeah. Who could do better than Super Duper Mick? Why not this certain individual that just beat Man City to an FA Cup final today? Oliver Glasner, who also won the Europa League with Frankfurt, I believe. What phase is he in? Eddie Howe. I'll take your manager over our manager in a heartbeat. Easy, Jake. Easy peasy, bruv. Yeah? You know what I'm saying? Who else would I take? Now, once upon a time, I'd take Pep, but he's a better version, and he's the original host, pioneer, whatever, of what the Artetas, the Marescas, the companies, well, at least companies want a trophy in it. So is Harry Kane, so is Eric Dyer, and Elise as well, Bundesliga and all of that. But it is what it is. It is what it fucking is, right? Then you got that German manager that won either a treble or a double, whatever, in Saudi League with Al Hilal, I think. What phase is he in? He's younger than Arteta. Some would say better looking than Arteta. German. Is he German? I would take him in a heartbeat over Lego Head any day. There are loads of fucking managers. Get me a winning fucking manager. Conte with Napoli. They're about to win the league if they haven't already. What phase is he in? Simone Inzaghi. Diego Simeone. Yes, he hasn't won in 4 years. They should have sacked him a couple of years ago. But he's been at Atletico for so long. He needs change, bro. And with Andrea Mafioso, bad boy, Berta, mate. Make that call, Berta. Make that call. Because trust me, yeah. We'll get Champions League football next season, but because I think we'll either get a draw or we'll somehow like shit house skank our way through Southampton next weekend, next Sunday, final game of the season. But yeah, that's those are my picks. I'd say probably Diego Simeone just because of the sporting director we have. They've been there, done that before. Berta's accepted this new challenge. It will be so fitting, biblical, without the stinker and hooked, to come to the carpet and work their magic together. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Winning duo, like Lennon and McCartney, like Quincy Jones and MJ, bro. And I'm not talking Jordan either. Arteta's a loser. So are you for backing him. Kark, my fucking guy. Big up, bro. Big the fuck up. Still one of the best fucking names I've seen on YouTube. In the comment section or live chat. Period. Bruv, you're a G. That's fucking brilliant. Let's go. He's a Newcastle fan. Who are you talking about? Let me know, Jake, who you're talking about, because I've been kind of rambling on for a bit. Almost completely lost my train of thought. And yeah, 5 live viewers currently at the moment. Big up to each and every single one of you. Keep liking, keep subscribing to my thing, yeah? We are on the road to 100. We are on the road to 100 subs. And despite my flaws and punctuality, we will get there. We will get there. So, yeah. Yeah. Naeem, that was painful when he logged it. Yeah, that's his name. That's his name, AFC. Yeah, Naeem. It wasn't quite on the tip of my tongue. Pause again. But, yeah, like... Yeah, and to think, a few years later, Barca won the Cup Winners' Cup, and a certain real Ronaldo won it as well. Bobby Robson. Not Bobby Robson. Yeah. Sir Bobby Robson, bruv. Yeah. Almost having a complete brain fart there. It's absolute generational stinker and hooks for me there. Yeah, Arteta needs Viagra. He struggles to get past the semi. Yeah. Yes, he does. You, bro, you said you had a Newcastle. Oh, right. Yeah. I get it now. I get it. No. I'm not an undercover Newcastle fan. Nah. He wanted me to be a Newcastle fan. I'll say that much. But whenever Newcastle do well, it's like I'll tell you what it's like. It's a bit like Palace today, but there's more of a connection. Well, I say more of a connection. It's very similar. It's very similar because, yeah, like Palace is not too far from me. I know people that live like down the road from there. Do you know what I'm saying? I think they still do. Like, but yeah, it's one of them ones, isn't it? South London's finest and all of that. Yeah, especially today, and they've earned their stripes. Whereas Newcastle is like for a night out, best night out. Now, I went in January where it was fucking freezing. Fucking freezing, bro. I was cold as a motherfucker. But I still had the best night of my life, bro. In this fucking country, in the UK, pretty much like period. There or thereabouts, you know what I'm saying? But in terms of night out specifically, yeah, the best. The best. I've not even had better nights out abroad, like in Ibiza and all of that. Maga, places like that. Napa. Well, I haven't been to Napa, but you get my drift, innit? You get my drift. But yeah, nah, I'm not a Newcastle fan, but I have a lot of respect for Newcastle fans. I have a lot of respect for the city. Same with Palace. Both of your fan bases are elite. Now, Palace have got a great manager. So now that they've won a trophy, they can go on to win more trophies. You will win a lot more trophies because you've got the ownership, you've got a very good manager, and you can get better managers as well. Because as great as Eddie Howe's been, I think there will come a point where you need to get to the next level. So He's definitely not your Brendan Rodgers because Brendan Rodgers didn't win anything for Liverpool. He wasn't good enough at that level. But he's won with Leicester, FA Cup, won with Celtic, of course. So, you know how it goes. AFC back once again for the Renegade Master. Right here, right now, Fatboy Slim settings. Best believe that. Half the league has won a trophy since we last touched one. Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's it's funny, but not funny at the same time. We're so down bad right now. We are so fucking down bad. Like it's for me, right? If you don't laugh, you'll cry. And I'm definitely not crying. Not over this fucking scumbag. Not over Lego Head. Not over fucking Pillowfoot, Wodeguard, Gibraltar Guard, Fraud and Deception Guard, Disappearing Guard, Useless Guard, Nicking a Living Guard. I don't have a fucking Scooby-Doo what I'm doing guard. Do you know what I'm saying? All of them ones there. Let's believe that. But we're like 50 plus minutes in. 4 live viewers at the moment. Keep hitting that like and subscribe. I know I haven't really talked about much of what we're going to do against the Toon Army. Big up, Jake. But at the same time, we know what's going to happen. And they're going to peddle out the merch crazily. At the end of the game, you know Lego Head's going to wheel out Tommy Asu, Gabriel Jesus, Havertz. Who else is fucking injured? Well, they're all fucking injured as far as I'm concerned. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Gabriel Magalhaes. Have I missed out on anyone else? But yeah, those are the main, like, major injuries. Do you know what I'm saying? On top of the fact that we've got a thin squad. There's no more excuses. Because we know exactly what they're going to do. And if any of you fans at Newcastle tomorrow start clapping, not just your hands, but your bum cheeks for this fraudulent wet wipe scumbag of a manager, this complete and utter cunt, because that's what he is, right? Then you're not a real Arsenal fan. I don't care. Even if you are a tourist, it's not about whether you're overseas or not. There's a lot of real overseas fans. One's been on my channel already. They don't want the real fans at the Emirates, at the carpet. You know what I mean? They don't want that shit. They want tourists. Whether it's homegrown, i.e. from or been living in the UK, England for a number of years, 3, 5, 10, 20, you know what I'm saying? Or the one-day trippers from whether it's America, Canada, Africa, Asia, the Americas, mainly Central and South, wherever they're from in the world, even Australasia, all 4 corners of the world, basically. All 4 corners. But yeah, they want them kinds of people. They don't want the likes of a DJB and Aaron. Big up to both of them each and every single time. Real ones. Best believe that. Kenny Ken. Real bad man. But a very nice and humble guy. A gentleman. First and foremost. Mad respect as well. Doesn't even have a channel, but who cares, bro? Who cares? His voice is very much needed in this fan base. His presence is very much needed, especially when it comes to home games. Whether it's against Man United or whether it's against Ipswich, bruv. It doesn't matter what level of opposition, especially in the league. It's not just about vibes. Vibes are for outside of football. Vibes only in football are for when you're winning. That's the real vibe. When you're playing good football and you're winning. Not either or, both. Capital B, capital O, capital A, capital F. Both. Do you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know, people. You know, you fucking know. You see what I'm saying? Right, let's get into this here. Top Gooners will blame Berta Well, they'll blame Berta more than Arteta. Yeah, when we fail to win anything next season, facts. Of course they will, mate. Of course they will. No accountability, FC. Vibes, FC. North London together. North London is tapped more like. They know what that song means. I would say most of them, but yet still sing that song. Because the guy who sung that song has connections to the club through his parents and all that shit. Connections to the industry. We know how this shit goes. It is what it is, but why can't we just have our own song? Or just stick with the "We love you, Arsenal, we do, oh, Arsenal, we love you" and all of that. And it's Arsenal. What's wrong with them two songs, bro? Originality is being sucked out of the Emirates. Pause. It's beyond a joke now. It's beyond a joke. We are smoking, rather. Monday footy is packed. Let me rewind that back once again. Yeah, this stream has kind of been all over the place, I'm not going to lie. But big up to the 4 live viewers at the moment. Like, subscribe. I don't know what subs or likes I'm on at the moment, but I'll check that later. But big up to each and every single one of you that have done. If you want to comment, share if you like. You know what to do, people. You know the drill. But yeah, we are smoking. We are absolutely smoking. The North London is tapped pack. Modern football is in the gutter. You saw Jeremy Donku do fuck all today. Pack. Other than pretty much one chance, what did Erling Haaland do? He's not a world-class footballer. I would argue he's a world-class goal scorer. He just scores loads of goals, but hasn't done recently. Serious questions need to be asked, but I already have the answers. Yeah. Looking very peak. Very, very, very peak. This is where we're at, people. This is exactly where we're at. Tell you what, we'll go through this comment, and then I've got to sort a few things out. I will be back. I will be back. Don't worry, people. Don't worry. Big up AFC always. Back once again for the Renegade Master and all that shit. You know them ones there. Arsenal fans should leave the stadium at full time tomorrow. Don't applaud the players or Arteta. Don't listen to his excuse of his speech tomorrow. Yeah, he'll do a memorable speech. This guy is the master of selling dreams in terms of the footballing world. The disrespect he shows to female reporters. Shout out to Anita and Gail Davis, the only ones that will stick it on him. Pause. The only ones that are willing to ask the tough questions, because all the other guys in there are pussies. No fucking bollocks, bro. No fucking bollocks. You know what I'm saying? An hour into this, and it's just crazy. It's just crazy that there's always going to be an excuse. We know what Arteta's going to do tomorrow. It's the same motherfucker that said don't accept second. Okay, shall we accept third then? Because at this rate, we're more likely to get third than second. Maybe even fourth or fifth. We probably won't get sixth because Forest are on 62 points. They might win their last 2 games, but who knows? Who knows, bruv? And it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good at all. We are going to smoke now, or I'm going to smoke. Either way. Inshallah, Berta. Pack. It's basically where we're at, people. And I heard DJB talking about, don't expect Berta to do miracles in the first season because we've got a lot of shit to do. We'll probably make a few signings realistically. I hear it. I don't fully agree at this moment in time, but I can see where he's coming from. Aaron kind of shares similar sentiment. Big up to both of them each and every single time, right? And I can subscribe to their shit too. Real ones. I think we'll buy more only because we're going to sell some players. I would love Berta to rip up Jesus' contract because this manager has killed his career. It's not enough to ruin his career, it's killed his career. And at this rate, Saka's heading in that same direction. Still recovering from that. 3, yes, not 1, not 2, 3 tear from his hamstring. Grade. I'm willing to play and start Ethan because he has to play pillow foot because he's the club captain. If he drops him or takes him out of the limelight, I mean, the last time he did that was about over a year or so ago. Correct me if I'm wrong, people. That's the only time we'll take him out. When Erdegaard's getting the heat, that's when he'll take him out. He did the same thing with Zinchenko. I know what this manager's doing. I know what he's on. I've got that pattern recognition on job, on point, right? This is what we're dealing with, people. 32 subs away from 100. Smash them likes up and subs if you haven't already. Yes, best believe that. My fucking G. AFC always. So we're on 68 subs at the moment then. Simple enough math. Yeah. And you know what? I'm grateful to each and every single one of you. Despite my inevitable delays and all that shit. Self-inflicted, but it is what it is. I will improve. Genuinely. I like this fucking wet white scumbag of a manager. Captain Black looking ass motherfucker. We are dealing with forces that we don't understand. Yeah, Arteta taking us backwards to the nth degree. If he's here for another couple of seasons, trust me, we will be mid-table. We might end up being back at 15th, where he took us after we potted Unai fucking Emery, who had a CV. Like, what are we doing here, people? What the fuck are we doing here? Right? It's mad. It's fucking mad. I'm sick of this shit, man. Been sick of this shit. But top gooners expect us to sit here, stand there, and take it. Pause. We're not doing that. Not now and not ever. It's done. It's been done. You know what I mean? They're never going to learn. Too many of them are lost. And I'm waiting for the day that this manager gets potted, because he will get potted. And it will be worse than Wenger, trust me, because Wenger was given the option to leave gracefully. His hand was twisted, his arm was twisted, however way you want to say it. But in the end, he chose to walk because he didn't want his legacy absolutely smeared. Well, he done most of that himself anyway. That top four as a trophy came from Arsene Wenger, from his damn self. And for damn sure, deep down, he regrets that shit, but he's still lowering standards because he's still at FIFA, I believe. You know what I mean? So this is where we're at. All right, guys. I'll be back in a few minutes. Just got to sort a few things out. And yeah, after that, if anyone wants to join in, be my guest. And then we'll get into predictions and all of that. Might touch upon the lineup, but we know what he's going to go with. We all know what we would pick. Even opposition fans, rival fans, whatever, they know what team we should pick. But he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. And on that note, I will be back shortly. Stay tuned. We're back. We're back. Yeah. Okay, so let's get into it. We're going to start with the predictions. Got nothing else to play for, and I reckon it will be a 2-0 masterclass from Newcastle. The same score that they beat us in the fucking semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. Because, let me put it this way, yeah? There's no pressure from Newcastle to finish second. They just want Champions League football. And I believe they'll get it. And rightly so. Plus, they've won a trophy. They deserve that shit. They fucking deserve that shit. It will be either Isak, Bruno Guimaraes, maybe Dan Burn from a corner. That will be biblical, I swear. Straight from the scriptures of football heritage. For me, right, I can't see us winning this game. At best, we'll get a draw. But it'll end up being either a stinky 0-0 or 1-1, maybe. But I reckon they'll beat us 2-0. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 2-1. But yeah, I don't see it. And I'll tell you why. Because we know what this manager's going to do. He's going to start David Raya in goal, obviously. He'll probably start Ben White because I think Timber's still injured. But don't be surprised if Timber starts. He'll be another one wheeled out after the game. Then there's what's his face? Saliba and Kivior, Miles Lewis-Skelly at left back, Partey, Rice, and Pillowfoot, Martinelli on the left, Marino up front, and Saka on the right. Ethan should be playing number 10 or even playing at right wing. Give Saka a rest. He shouldn't be playing. Most of them shouldn't be playing. The only ones that I would play, just out of punishment, is Wodegaard. We all know why, people. We all know fucking why. Come on now. Come on now. But, yeah. That is pretty much it. That is pretty much it in a nutshell. I'll tell you what, guys. This has been a very good stream. Mad appreciate it. What I will do, like I said, after this stream, I'm going to schedule a match reaction stream tomorrow. Might even call it emergency meeting or something different. Maybe a bit more original because that's Guns' thing. But real talk stream, some shit like that. Either way, and yeah, what I'll do is I'll ask around, see if anyone wants to join that stream. 8 o'clock tomorrow evening, and we'll go on for like an extra hour. So we'll do about 2 hours, give or take. And I won't be much later than 8, like I promised, 15 minutes, give or take. But anything less than half an hour will be great. But you know what my timing is, Jamaican timing and all that shit. But yeah, we're going to leave it here. We're going to leave it here. If anyone wanted to plan on joining the stream, depending on who's going to be on my stream tomorrow, pretty much from the jump, because Carl Walsh, big up Carl Walsh, Gunner. It was over by Halloween. I want to get him on my stream. Shane Gunner Gooner as well, rather. Apologies. I don't think they've been on the channel yet. I want to get Aaron back on there, if possible. If possible. And yeah, we will take it from there, people. We will take it from there. But big up to everyone watching this. 5 Peak Live viewers. Like, subscribe, share if you want. Put a comment in as well. That helps, even though it's a live stream. But still, big up to everyone on the chat. Elite level chat we've got in here, right now, Fat Boy Slim settings. And before we go, last comment of the evening. If Spurs win on Wednesday, they will be the 9th English team to win a major trophy since Arsenal won their last one. Absolutely hit the nail on the head, brother. And on that bombshell, we will end this. We will end this because, yeah, I'm not going on anymore tonight. Don't need to. And, yeah, there'll be a stream tomorrow. I'll schedule it tonight. And hope to see you guys all there. You know, the usual suspects will be there. And I'll try and get a couple of guests, maybe more. If there's like basically, for example, 4 guests, I would only be able to add one more, maximum of 6, including myself, on stream at one time, just to let you guys know. But if there's one, so for example, like Carl, Gun Down TV, like and subscribe to him as well, along with Aaron, DJB, Kyle, Shane, Rashid, Arsenal Revolution TV, Lion Text, Views, etc. Big up your damn selves each and every single time. AFC, you're a real one, my brother. I know I said your last comment was the last one, but this will be the last one for damn sure. And yeah, we are out.